Pat, you have great stories about your family and your experiences. And certainly in this process, in this caregiving process, you bring the humor to your stories. What is humorous in terms of caregiving for your mom?
It's hard for all of us to ever think that with the role of caregiving and finding your new tomorrows, there would ever be anything that was funny. But my mom was hilarious. There were tons of escapades coming up as kids that we would continuously have to contend with. And so I need everybody to come with me on a journey to Christmas. And in this instance, mom has soiled herself. And I turned to my son to say, hey, you know, even though all the other family, the cousins or whatever, I defer to him, we need to go get Granny cleaned up. And so we go into the bathroom, and I do want to preface by saying there's diapers involved, right? Granny is right with it. He stands up, he picks up Granny, she's leaning on his shoulder, and my job is down below, y'all.
Sure.
And I keep noticing he's looking at me, and I'm thinking, I don't know what you're doing up there, but it's kind of busy down here. And so finally, I catch his eyes, but I notice something, Sybil. He's sweating profusely. I'm not thinking about the fact he's actually holding his grandmother up, right? And so when I catch his eyes again, I said, what is it?
Sure.
He says, Mommy, I just realized you're a little bit heavier than Granny. That's not funny.
Sean, come in. Tell us about your role in all of this as a young man, taking on this responsibility as your mother's aide, her advocate, if you will.
I said it. That's exactly what I said. And I wasn't ready. I held my grandmother in position what felt like 10 minutes. And that's when I knew that caregiving was going to be difficult. And more importantly, my mother needed the support.
Yeah.
This was the first time we were experiencing this as a family, and it was just she and I right now. And understanding that there were some days that were harder than others. The emotional state, the emotional pressures. We weren't ready and we needed to get prepared.
And Jillian, as a teenager, you went through this as well.
Absolutely. So I remember one time in particular, my parents were planning a wedding at their home. And so my granny lived with us because she did have dementia. And that particular weekend, we had to send her away. And I got home from school and I'm like, where's my granny? What's going on? And my mom explained to me that she needed help that weekend because it was difficult to take care of a person, an adult that you revered, and also plan a wedding. So I realized that I had to step in just as a young person. Ultimately, she didn't stay at respite care the entire weekend, but I did realize that I had to step in and take a bigger role in her care.
And all of these experiences are helping us find our new tomorrows, right?
Absolutely. Faith, family, and community.